the nerve, the nerve of complaining about a tax on selling a home worth over $4 million is astonishing. It's astonishing at any point in time in my life, but it's astonishing particularly now. Here, watch this and we'll talk about it.
This should truly be criminal. $185,000 transfer tax on a home that's closing tomorrow for one of my sellers. We're closing at $4 million. They're paying a 4% mansion tax on top of their New Jersey real estate transfer tax. Get this, if they were moving out of state, they would have an additional 2% withholding. The mansion tax goes in 0.5% or 1% and then 0.5% increments. So from 1 million to 1.5 million, you're paying 1%, and then it goes up an additional 0.5% for every $500,000 thereafter on a sliding scale. It is criminal. That could be a high-skilled salaried employee's salary. It could have fed someone's family and ran a household for a year. These people could have invested that money into a business that grows and feeds the economy.
No, kids, if you could just quiet your starving stomachs down. I know that you were born into poverty through no fault of your own, but if you could just simmer the fuck down, what we're actually going to do is finance a Costco hot dog for 4 months because the people with all the money don't want to pay and contribute to society. Do you like that skit? That was also, fun fact, their mom actually died because of the Medicaid cuts. Again, people didn't want to pay taxes. Couple things. First things first, why are the rich people not making the video crying and complaining? You're getting a straight commission check. I'm confused on why you're upset. Secondly, most importantly, it is 1%. I would love a 1% tax, personally. Is there any bigger victims than the wealthiest people in the country? They are complaining about 1% on a $4 million home. Sorry, 4%. Wouldn't want to mess that up. $4 million. It literally would not be somebody's salary because they would not even at whatever the tax was, $183,000. You could not buy a $4 million home on a salary like that. Isn't that fun? Now, I fact-checked some of this stuff and did some research just so, I know what I'm talking about before I hit record. Some creators should probably take notes. And did you know that the mansion tax doesn't even kick in until you hit the price point of $1 million? It is exclusively a tax on the wealthy. That's it. Also, I gotta be honest, I don't think you even know what you're mad at because you're describing what the tax dollars go to. It goes to people in need. It goes to things like school lunches, school systems. It goes to social programs. There's no world where the wealthy are contributing to society and just giving people hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? What they do is they stockpile their wealth so that they can build it as high as possible so they can have compounding interest, and then they scrape money out of the interest. That's how it works. That's literally what trust funds are.
$184,000 was the tax on that $4 million home. $184,000. And she said that could be, a solid salary for somebody out there. Most people busting their ass trying to make it in America wish they could get to $185,000. Do you know how many people would kill to have a problem like having to pay $184,000 tax and being able to do so without missing a beat? I don't know how you're not embarrassed to all get out that you made this video.